Everybody cool it.
I was stumbling around in the desert like some drunken priest. The sun was above me, beating down on my head. I was talking in circles about Jesus and parables. I was ready to check into the nearest lost and found. I had lost the will to survive and found my literary voice in the same afternoon. Guess we're all seekers of truth. I had reached a barren plateau that was covered in scrub. This was the missing persons bureau, and I was missing. Wind was hot. My throat was dry. I struggled to breathe. I looked to my left and saw a herd of Nevada Mustangs come charging towards me from across the open plain. Haunting, mystical creatures, they have a wild, untamed look in their eyes. You know, the high Sierras is the place I want to be. I want to straddle some shaky precipice and watch over the super highways of this land. I'm a roadside billboard advertising the pain and suffering in America. Hungry children etched in my face. I want to walk around the outside edge of this sad old world. I want to piss liberally in all four corners of this earth. I want to tear down the ivory towers. I'll never stop chasing my dreams, and they won't stop challenging me. I gravitate towards emotional turmoil. It reminds me that I'm still alive. Truth is, I don't hear rock and roll in my head anymore. You know, one time I found a bird that had fallen out of a tree. He was lying on his back, flapping his wings. I picked him up with loving care and tried to calm him down. He looked back at me and he was panic-stricken. He knew I couldn't fly. Mankind walks around while birds glide through the air. I held him gently in my hands and pleaded with him not to be scared. His heart was pounding away. I knew that he wasn't long for this world. Come to think of it, none of us are long for this world. We're all dying 1 inch at a time. Questions, puzzles, conundrums. Suddenly the fear passed out of his eyes. He was looking right at me. He touched my heart. He caressed my soul. Then he slipped away, and darkness welcomed him into their fold. Sometimes I wonder if he died of a broken heart, an emotional stroke. Sometimes I think it was fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of failure, the absolute terror of waking up in the middle of the night and realizing you're all alone in this world. Your mind is racing, you're covered in a cold sweat, you got a sick feeling in the pit of your stomach, and it's slowly spreading throughout your body. You look down and your hands are clasped together. Forgotten phrases form on your lips, and suddenly you're praying out loud. Sweet Jesus above, the human race needs your guidance. It was an early spring day when I found my literary voice and lost my only friend. The day the poor bastard was scared to death.